Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Jamie, aka Rick here, bringing you another episode of Starcraft Saturdays. This again is a ZVZ. Sorry for, the last few episodes being all ZVZs or, a couple of ZVPs, but it seems to be what I'm playing. I've played one ZVT and it made me rage quit Starcraft because he was a turtling bastard. But yeah, enough of that rage. I only kind of just got out of that. I started commenting these Starcraft games and I was a bit angry, and they kind of chilled me out, and I'm alright now. I'm relaxed. As you can see, opened pretty much the same. I'm going to rock on the extractor trick now. There you go. And I actually sent my overlord out reasonably on time, which is pretty cool. He's already scouting, thing that I don't do ever. By the time my attack comes, like the 7 roach rush, I know exactly where my opponent is, so I don't really need to, yeah, I should scout probably, but I never really do. So it hasn't kind of faulted me. Is that the right word? Faulted? Something like that. It hasn't really screwed me over. I'll just say that by this time, at this point in the game, because I'm not playing super duper good people, and I'm not that good either. So it doesn't really affect me that I don't scout. So spawning pool goes down on, wait, was that 12? I think 12. It's pretty early again, too early probably, but I don't mind. It's a bit earlier than his, so I've got a slight advantage there. He sent his second overlord there for some reason. Bit of a strange thing. He could have sent it down here and then he could scout me maybe a bit earlier. He's got his spawning pool at the back, which is a good sort of decision. Maybe if you're getting a lot of early Ling busts, then that's quite a good decision, putting it right back there, because then they can't easily take it out, and it's kind of blocked off part of it, being surrounded by the mineral patch, so it's not a bad little spot. But I always prefer to tuck mine in here, so I can put my queen right in behind it, and it's protected for the most part by my queen's protected from a lot of lings rushing in, and it kind of cuts off one route to my base as well, into my mineral field. Obviously they can just run that extra little bit of distance back through here, but that is a little bit more distance, and my queen's got ranged attacks, so it can do a little bit of damage while they're running through. So for the most part, I find it really helpful. And back here I drop my Woach Jonathan Was. Yeah, I drop my Roach Warren down. There's still a little gap here, but it's nothing too major. Again, it cuts off a bit of the route through, makes it a more narrow gap, so they have to kind of funnel through there a bit more. So again, I like putting my buildings. Normally I put my Roach Warren here, so like in that spot there, but for some reason I put it back there. I think it was to try and hide it from his scouting, which I don't think he actually knows it's there. We'll go into his cam and then come over here. So he doesn't even know it's there, so I don't know why I put it there. But yeah, it's there. That's where it is. See, my queen tucked nicely behind the pole, which is really awesome. I've got 4 roaches on the way out. I don't think I've got any. No, I've just got 2 overlords chilling out of the ramp. He's already got his expo up, and he's transferring drones. So I go to the units tab. He's 1 drone ahead of me, but he's got no units, which is going to prove not too good on his part. But yeah, he's got that early expansion, or early-ish expansion, up and running. My attack should already have hit by now if I was doing it properly. But as you know, I'm not too good at this, so it's never on time. All the roaches are coming out. I've got 6 now, sitting at the front there. Should be another 1 in production. There's another 4 in production. Look at that. So I'm overcommitting on this. But that's fine. That proves that I got everything a little bit early. And, there's nothing wrong with that. I'll take my drone down and build my expansion, as I'm about to move out with my roaches, which is awesome. It's exactly what you should be doing. Again, this is quite a passive Zerg game. Normally there's a lot of Zergling, like run-bys at the start of each match. And, there's a little bit of harassment, maybe take out a couple of drones. But for the most part this has been really passive. And build my hatchery. Have I stayed on top of my injects? Yep, look at that. I've stayed on top of my injects. I bet I don't. Through this battle I'll come back and this queen will have about 5,000 energy, but that's fine. It's fine, we don't worry about that. Yeah, he moves down his ramp with 2 roaches. He's got 3 now. And obviously he sees my millions of roaches. This is a really bad engagement for me. Obviously I take out a lot of roaches, but he's spine crawlers. See if they get any kills. If they don't, I'll be quite proud of myself. So far, 0. Oh no, I got 1 kill. That's not too bad. All those, stationary defences. I only got a couple of kills out of it, so I'm quite happy with that. Again, I start taking out his roaches again. And he loses a queen, which is obviously not good for anyone. He loses a second queen as well, which again is not too good. Loses another roach. I'm not sure what the unit's lost. There we go, unit's lost. He's lost quite a lot more than me at this point, which is obviously good for me and bad for him. He brings in the roaches here that start firing on my units, but obviously taking out a couple of drones is more useful than taking out some more roaches, because obviously he's got to rebuild those. And they don't mine for that time. So here I start running over to the drones and taking as many out as possible, which is quite clever to do. And we'll go back to the units tab now, and we'll see I'm miles ahead on drones now because I took out a load of his drones there. So that was quite a good decision, I thought, on my part. Back to production. He's building his lair. I've already got mine up, and he's building loads of drones, which is obviously giving me a bit of an advantage because I can drone up at this point. I'm probably even heavier than him. See, I'm droning up 6 there. He's got to build defences because I've got some roaches that are just standing here, just really to die. I don't really know why they're there. But yeah, I start concentrating down the weak ones, as you can see. And then here, I think I get 1 more down. But that's got 2 kills now. And the others have got none, which isn't too good. No, isn't too bad, really. Those static defences haven't done too much. But he's got 5 of them now. Which is obviously really bad for me because I'm roaches. Although my spire has just popped up and it's at the back here, which is a perfect place for your spire. It's at the furthest point, or other than here, but yeah, it's the furthest point away from kind of his spawn, and he's not really likely to scout it because I haven't got anything here, but I will have some defences at the front soon enough. As you can see, I'm droning up really heavy now because I've pushed him back a little bit. He's turtling a little bit. He's got some roaches and some static defences. Obviously that's all he's got though. He hasn't got much else. He hasn't got any other structures or anything. Go to the units tab. I'm still miles ahead on drones, and but I haven't got any units. But this is what Zerg is about. If you don't need units, then you don't build units. That's pretty much how it should be. And I'm getting another expansion up. So for some reason, I don't know if this is just out of the blue, but he's gone Spire as well. I don't think he scouted me at all during this game. We'll see if he's again. We'll check if he's scouted it. No, he hasn't scouted it either. So I don't know why he's doing that, but maybe that's just his tech route as well, because it is mine. I'm building a lot of overlords because I've got a lot of minerals and gas saved up. So I feel like now I can, as soon as these pop out, I can build a load of mutalisks. There we go. We've got 5. I could build some more, but I'm not. There we go, 6. 6 mutalisks is quite good off the bat. He's droning up now a little bit as well, but this not the best idea because obviously I'm building mutalisks. So he seems to go like the counter to my build, literally without even knowing it really, which is quite strange because obviously mutalisks is not too good, and he put up the static defences when I was coming in with roaches. Maybe he does exactly the same as me. Maybe he comes in with roaches at the start and then builds mutalisks afterwards, which is probably not too uncommon, I wouldn't say. But yeah, so we've got some mutalisks at the front, just guarding in case he brings any roaches up. And he's building 4 spore crawlers. This is what I mean by he counters it without really knowing what I'm doing. I can't imagine anyone would build 4 spore crawlers at this point of the game without knowing. Say I've just done roaches. I've been attacking with roaches all this time, and then why would you build those spore crawlers? I couldn't understand it at the time, but yeah, I drone up a little bit here. Easily could do with some more drones there. Probably pull off of here a little bit and here a little bit because we're getting mined out. That's actually perfect saturation on that one, and this one is 1 down, but that's fine. That's not too bad. And with the mutalisks, obviously I swing in and take out a couple of overlords, which doesn't seem to do that much to him, obviously because he's got a lot more in the bank, and so have I. So I'm fighting here under spore crawlers, which is a really bad idea, and I lose quite a lot there, and he doesn't really lose anything. So, but he does overcommit with his mutas a little bit. I managed to take a couple down, and then he commits again for no reason, and I take more down, which is quite nice. Take a lot of them down there. I'm trying to swing in and do a little bit of damage to, like, say, Spire, but it's still in the range of the spore crawler. It's just got 1 kill. Has this one got any? Yeah, that one's got 1 as well. So I've lost 2 mutalisks to spore crawlers, which is never good. And see, does this queen get any kills? No, the queen doesn't get any kills, which is really nice. And that spore crawler still didn't get another kill, which is really good. I'm doing quite well here. Not too bad. Obviously, I could have done a lot more damage if he hadn't done the spore crawlers. But I remember that at the front of his base, or I'll do in a minute, I kind of regroup here, I think, or go back to defend this, because he's got a lot of roaches in my base, and roaches don't do too well against mutalisks. Let's be honest, they're not too good. I've got a lot of more mutalisks coming out. I've got +1 upgrade and a load of zerglings as well about to pop out. So yeah, he kills a lot of drones off, but he commits a lot of roaches to this attack. And because I've got the better economy, so I've got my 3rd base up, which is droned up quite nicely now. You know, he kills off the Spire, which is obviously bad for me, but I've already got a huge advantage at this point. Go to the units lost tab. I'm still, you know, he's still lost a lot more than me, which is surprising, you would have thought, seeing as that attack did quite a lot of damage, although it would have done more if you hadn't concentrated the Spire, instead of, you know, maybe concentrated drones, or the queen, or a hatchery maybe, even. If I lost my lair, that would have been quite bad, obviously. But yeah, at this point, I've got a couple of bases up. They're all droned up nicely. I've got a +1 air attacks, which is nice. Could easily go for +2 because I've got the money, although I haven't got the Spire, so it's not too good there. And then I built a load of lings, as you can see, like 2 pages of them almost, and a load of mutalisks as well. So eventually I will, you know, just overrun him in the end. Yeah, he's built up some mutalisks, but it's nowhere near enough to kind of counter what I've got. At this point, I'm thinking the only way I'm going to lose this is if he expands, you know, all over the map. So I check there. Obviously, see he's got nothing. So I decide to swing in the back, which obviously, as you know, because he's got spore crawlers there, is not going to be too nice. Let's see. I think, does it get a kill? No, it doesn't even get a kill. That one did though. So they got 1 kill. Still only 1 kill between them all, which is quite good. I mean, I avoided them quite nicely there. And then here, I, you know, take out all the mutalisks at the front. Should take out the queen in a minute. Do I? Yep, I take out the queen. And then I realise that all these static defences can do nothing against my, you know, air forces. So obviously, as you can see, he's building roaches and trying to build some mutalisks, but he hasn't got the economy for it. So he's not mining out of this gas, and he's not mining out of this gas, which is obviously bad for him. With Zerg, you want to get as much gas as possible. Still, oh, that one's got 2 kills now. That's pretty bad. But yeah, he's rallying roaches to my base, or actually he's not, just the front out of here. As just, you know, I can't really remember this replay super well, but I catch these roaches as they're running across the map, and obviously mutalisks are pretty fast, so he's not doing any damage at this time. And I build loads of roaches as well, because my economy's better again. My build's better than his. I can build more of what he's building, so I can pretty much directly counter him by just building exactly what he's building, but more of it. So that's pretty much what I do in this game, and eventually I come out on the top. So it's pretty much the last attack coming in now. He's got a couple of mutalisks here, which will obviously take out my roaches, but you know, I've got a load of mutalisks as well. So, well, I know when I'm screwed. GG, well played. So yeah, he gives it up, and that's good. It's nice to see. Obviously, some people would just get angry, maybe expand all over the map just to grief me a little bit, waste my time. But he kind of knows at this point that he's got no chance. I bring in a load of lings and stream him into his base, and just slay all these drones and everything. But yeah, he asked me to practice, you know. That's quite good. I haven't had that before. You know, no one's asked me if they can add me just to practice a lot of ZVZs, which is quite good. Haven't actually done that yet because I haven't logged on again since I got this game. Well, after the Terran one. I've only logged on really to record these replays and stuff for YouTube videos. I haven't actually played anymore, so I might contact him today, since it is my day off, and get him to play some. That would be quite nice. Help him out a little bit. Just one thing that I noticed he didn't do was expand enough. He definitely didn't expand enough, and he probably wasn't aggressive enough. Yeah, he pushed me with those roaches, but when someone's going muteless, sometimes you can get a good counter and destroy that. But he should have been scouting my bases. Like, my third base went up, didn't have any harass on it at all. He could have easily taken out my second, like my natural, when he attacked with those roaches. But he went into the main and tried to take out the spire, which was probably not a good idea. And obviously he didn't mine gas. He wasn't mining from his second geyser on either of his hatcheries. So yeah, those are a few tips for him. You know, all you Zergs out there, make sure you're getting as much gas as possible. And if you're lacking a bit on gas, expand again and get both of those geysers up before mining any more minerals. Because your minerals will fly in so fast with a Zerg. Yeah, and for me, obviously, as you can see, I've got an absolute trust fund. I should have been upgrading the whole time, but I wasn't, because I'm awful. So yeah, that's another Starcraft Saturdays recorded. That was really nice. I've actually done a lot of recording today. This is the 5th video I've recorded in this day, so pretty productive day off so far. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye for now.